Barbie is here, and we are back with a few interesting facts about your beloved character. Let's dive right into it. Margot Robbie's condition. The movie has a budget of $100 million and stands out among potential blockbusters due to its departure from traditional conventions associated with the Barbie toy franchise. One of the factors contributing to the movie's potential success is Greta Gerwig's involvement as a writer and director, coupled with Warner Bros.'s clever marketing strategies. These elements are expected to contribute to the film's box office revenue. Additionally, while promotional materials emphasize nostalgia and vibrant aesthetics, the official trailer hints at philosophical themes and tongue-in-cheek humor, adding depth beyond mere entertainment value. The star-studded cast, including Ryan Gosling, Margot Robbie, Issa Rae, Michael Cera, Kate McKinnon, and others, adds to the movie's appeal. However, it is worth noting that the cast's incredible lineup would not have been possible without Margot Robbie's one and only one condition for the film. Robbie's condition was that the film would showcase the diversity of Barbie's image by having multiple Barbie characters in the film. This condition was based on the desire to avoid perpetuating stereotypes in the portrayal of Barbie. Robbie and Gerwig wanted to ensure that the depiction of the titular character didn't limit her to a specific body type, personality, or gender identity. Robbie emphasized the importance of this condition, stating that she wouldn't have been interested in making a Barbie film without Mattel's commitment to featuring a multiplicity of Barbies. She rejected the notion that there should be only one version of Barbie, and that all women should aspire to resemble her. By challenging this narrow perspective, the film aligns with Mattel's efforts to modernize the Barbie line and make it more inclusive. Margot Robbie's condition for a diverse cast with multiple Barbies contributes to the film's intention of presenting a multi-layered and inclusive view of Barbieland. The decision reflects the commitment to breaking free from stereotypes and celebrating individuality. Real-life inspiration for the Barbie doll. Did you know all the twists and turns that Ruth Handler, the creator of Barbie, had to see before the doll became a cultural phenomenon? The genesis of the idea happened when Ruth noticed her daughter Barbara playing with paper dolls and saw how they projected themselves onto the dolls. She tried to convey this concept to her husband and other designers at Mattel, but initially faced resistance. Eventually, she gave up on the idea. Later, during a family holiday in Switzerland, Ruth and Barbara saw an adult-figured doll called Lily in a shop window. Lily was based on a German comic strip character and was marketed to both children and adults. Ruth was captivated by the doll and the idea of selling dolls with a range of outfits. When Ruth Handler took Barbie to the annual toy fair in New York in 1959, many male buyers were skeptical. They believed that women wouldn't buy a doll with a woman's body and thought it would be inappropriate for children. However, women immediately embraced the doll, and it quickly flew off the shelves. Barbara, who was 18 when Barbie was launched, didn't like being known as the inspiration for the doll. People would approach her for autographs, mistakenly believing that Barbie was modeled after her. Barbara clarified that this was not the case and that she was not meant to represent Barbie. Ruth also mentioned in an interview that they deliberately avoided making Barbie too beautiful. They didn't want little girls to feel intimidated by her beauty. The goal was for girls to be able to project themselves onto the doll without feeling threatened. In 1961, Ruth and Elliot introduced Ken, named after their son, but there was a discussion about whether the doll should have genitals. Ruth wanted a small bump, but the male designers disagreed and ultimately won the argument. Over time, a slight bump was added to Ken. Despite some criticism from feminists about Barbie's portrayal of womanhood, Ruth Handler was a driven career woman who navigated the challenges of being a working mother. She aimed to create a doll that would empower girls without overwhelming them with an unrealistic ideal of beauty. Dress code. In an interview, Margot Robbie revealed that she introduced a series of fun on-set games during filming. One of these games involved a dress code, where all cast and crew members were required to wear pink on Wednesdays as an homage to Barbie and the dress code in the movie Mean Girls. Robbie mentioned that some people were initially reluctant to participate in the dress code game, so she implemented an optional fine for those who didn't wear pink. The fines collected would be donated to charity. She admitted that the Grips, a part of the film crew, were the most resistant to the idea. To encourage their participation, she decorated their truck with pink streamers and glitter, which eventually convinced them to join in. Speaking about the movie itself, Robbie, who also served as a producer, explained that they didn't have a specific storyline in mind, due to Barbie's lack of a defined narrative. Instead, they aim to honor Barbie's 60-plus-year legacy while addressing the controversies that have surrounded the character over the years. Margot Robbie bribed Ryan Gosling. Margot Robbie reportedly bribed Ryan Gosling into accepting the role of Ken in the upcoming Barbie movie. Robbie, who is also the producer of the film, promised Gosling a daily gift if he agreed to sign on for the project. The 42-year-old actor was surprised by the flood of pink presents he received during the shoot. Robbie jokingly referred to their relationship as being based on bribery, saying, "Just come do the Barbie movie. I'll buy you a present every day." Gosling commented on the situation, expressing his initial shock at the continuous gifts. He thought it was unsustainable and felt that Robbie had more important things to focus on, such as producing and starring in the movie and managing her own company. Despite his concerns, Gosling trusted Robbie's vision for the film and ultimately agreed to take on the role of Ken. Robbie also addressed critics who questioned Gosling's age for the role, stating that Barbie and Ken are technically in their 60s. She used the example of the movie Grease, where the characters are high schoolers but played by older actors, explaining that the age difference did not hinder her enjoyment of the film. Robbie emphasized that she and the director, Greta Gerwig, selected charismatic and talented individuals who could bring the characters to life. Gosling admitted to having doubts initially, referring to them as Kenergy. However, he ultimately trusted Robbie and Gerwig's clear vision for the project and embraced the role of Ken wholeheartedly. Ryan Gosling's fees for Barbie. Ryan Gosling has come a long way since his debut as a child actor on the Disney Channel's The Mickey Mouse Club. Gosling started his career young and was paid $135 per week for his role on the show, earning a total of $1,755 for his 13-week stint. However, his success as an actor led to significant increases in his paychecks over the years. In 2004, Gosling gained widespread recognition for his role in the film The Notebook, for which he was paid $1 million. As his career progressed, his salary continued to grow. He received $7 million for The Nice Guys in 2017 and an impressive $10 million for Blade Runner. Despite having a net worth of around $70 million, Gosling was reportedly paid $12.5 million for his role in the upcoming film Barbie, alongside Margot Robbie. Interestingly, Gosling's salary for Barbie was not the highest he has received. He was paid a whopping $20 million for the Netflix film The Gray Man, co-starring Chris Evans. This significant jump in earnings reflects Gosling's remarkable success and the demand for his talent in the entertainment industry. In just 29 years, his salary has increased by an astonishing 712,150.71 times, showcasing his incredible growth as an actor. Barbie is undoubtedly the year's most awaited movie, alongside Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, which released the same day as the former. How excited are you about them? And more importantly, which one are you going to watch first?